Good afternoon, Coaster Peter. Let's begin the warm-up session. Why did you choose to become a nurse?
There are several reasons why I chose nursing. First of all, many of my relatives are nurses and their stories inspired me a lot. Besides, nursing is a profession with an ocean of opportunities both native and abroad. Above all, this is a service-oriented profession in which I can serve humanity. Hence I chose nursing as my career.
Why did you choose OT?
It is my long-term ambition to work as a registered nurse in any English-speaking country such as the UK, Ireland, and so on. To meet the requirements to register as a nursing professional there, I need to prove my English language proficiency. Hence I choose OET to fulfill my dream. Moreover, OET is tailored according to the needs of nursing professionals, therefore I believe I could perform well in this test.
What are the current trends in your profession?
Nursing is a dynamic profession and changes happen daily. Nowadays technology plays a vital role in my profession. For instance, paper records that we used in older days have been updated to electronic records. Besides, at present, we are following evidence-based practice, which means there is a scientific rationale for every procedure. Moreover, in present days a nurse can function as a nurse practitioner, which is equivalent to the position of a physician.
Do you have a role model?
Yes, I do. My role model is my mother. I follow many things that my mother does. It is from my mother I learned the basics of kind behavior, decision-making, and organizing skills, a polite and humble manner, helping and sharing mentality. The care and respect she gives to everyone makes me wonder sometimes. She is a perfect example of womanhood. I believe a nurse should possess all these qualities. She is my superhero.
Which is your favorite destination? Why?
My dream destination is Australia. The first and foremost thing is that Australia has a world-class healthcare system and I can be a part of it. Secondly, the country has a better standard of living and economic and political stability. Besides, here nurses are paid well and respected too. In addition, I have many friends and relatives over there, so they can help me during my initial days.
Your preparation time is over. Please start your OET speaking role play.
Good afternoon, my name is Coaster Peter, and I'm one of the nurses here in the emergency department. Could you tell me why you brought your child in today?
My son fell at school, and his leg is swollen and very painful. I'm really worried he might have broken it. Can you call the doctor to check him now?
I understand how worried you must be, and bringing him to the emergency department was the right thing to do. We're here to help both you and your child. Before proceeding, may I know your child's name and age, please?
Sure, his name is Ryan and he is 5 years old.
Thank you, and how may I address you?
You can call me Mihiraa.
Mihiraa, I want to reassure you that we'll carefully evaluate Ryan's condition. To give him the right care, it's important for me to gather some details first about what happened and how he's feeling. This will help us prioritize and plan his treatment efficiently. Could you tell me a bit more about the fall? When did it happen, and what exactly happened during the incident?
He fell while running during recess. It happened about 2 hours ago. His teacher said he tripped and landed awkwardly on his leg. They called me immediately because his leg started swelling.
Thank you for sharing that, Mihiraa. It's helpful to know it was a recent injury. Was any first aid given at school?
They put some ice on it and asked him to sit down, but he was crying a lot.
It's good that ice was applied quickly, as it helps reduce swelling. You mentioned his leg is swollen and painful. I would like to know more about the child's symptoms.
Well, he hasn't tried to walk. He says it hurts too much even to move his leg.
That's important to know. Mihiraa, based on what you've shared and the swelling and pain in his leg, it's possible that Ryan has either a minor sprain or a fracture. While it's natural to fear the worst, please rest assured that these are treatable conditions, and we'll take all the necessary steps to care for him. The next steps will involve a thorough assessment to better understand what's going on. In the meantime, I'll take a closer look at his leg and clean the area if necessary to ensure there are no open wounds or other concerns. Then, I'll check Ryan's vital signs, like his heart rate, temperature, and overall condition, to rule out any urgent complications. Once that's done, your child can return to the waiting area while we prepare for the doctor's examination. Do you have any concerns or questions about this plan?
But he's in so much pain. Can't someone see him right now? I don't want to wait anymore.
I hear your concern, Mihiraa, and I completely understand how hard it is to see Ryan in pain, but the emergency department works by treating the most critical cases first. Rest assured, Ryan's condition is not severe enough to require immediate intervention ahead of others in more critical situations. However, I promise that his condition will be monitored closely, and the doctor will see him as soon as possible. We'll do everything we can to make him comfortable while we wait for the doctor. For now, I recommend continuing to apply a cold compress to help with the swelling. We can also consider giving him some pain relief, but I'll need to confirm this with the medical team first.
Okay, but I just want to make sure he'll be okay and he will get better treatment.
It's completely understandable to want that reassurance, and I can tell you will take every step needed to ensure Ryan's leg heals properly. After the doctor examines him, they'll determine whether an X-ray is necessary to check for fractures. Based on the findings, we'll decide on the best course of action. If it's a minor sprain, the treatment will likely involve rest, ice, and elevation of the leg. If a fracture is found, we may need to apply a splint or cast to stabilize the injury. Either way, we'll guide you through every step, and Ryan will be well taken care of.
Okay, I just want to get this over with and make sure he's okay.
I completely understand. Let's take it one step at a time. Now, can I have your consent to begin the clinical observation?
Sure, you may please.
Thank you for your trust and patience, Mihiraa. I'll start by checking his vital signs and observing his leg more closely, then we'll proceed from there.